Now we're just connecting.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Looking gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. So are you?
Thank you. And I heard my jam.
Of course, I had to play it. I had to. We have to start with a little good feeling, good music, get in the groove.
Girl, yes. Thank you. How is your day today and everything?
Pretty good, just getting ready for this. Been at home right now. How about you?
Good. Yeah, really good. I'm just been doing laundry today.
Yes, cleaning day, getting shit done.
Yes, Saturday. Gotta get my laundry done and practicing. I'm actually, after this, I'm doing a Facebook Live performance at Together Wherever. So yeah, whoever's watching, you can tune into that. That would be That's gonna be cool too. So lots of like meeting people today, like yourself and other the other thing after.
So can you give us a little bit more like details about how long your performance is going to be, like that kind of thing?
Sorry, can you hear that?
A little bit, but it's honestly not a big deal.
Really? Because I can close my window because my landlady, she's like what is it called? Mowing the lawn.
If you want to close it, but
let me close my window.
Like background sound.
Yeah, 1 second.
Everybody's joining in now too, so
yeah. Like I'll show you guys. She's just there.
Oh my God.
So let me just close my window. Give me 1 second.
She's mowing the lawn with like
yeah, exactly.
Not even a lawnmower.
I know.
It's like the side grass cutter.
I know.
That's cute.
So
that's adorable. I love that.
That's
something my mom would
all do. Of this stuff herself. Like she takes care of the house. She's such a boss lady. But yeah, okay, ready? We're good. And then there's no AC here.
So you need to turn
the house, which I'm totally cool with. Here we go. Which I'm totally cool with. I like the heat anyway, but there's fans everywhere. So and we open the window. So now that I close the window, I have to turn the fan on, or I would literally be a lobster here.
No, it's really hot. It's hot out. So
hot. Where in the world are you?
I'm in Waterloo.
Oh,
little city Waterloo.
Oh, okay. So you're local. You're in Ontario.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Cool. So I do work a lot in Waterloo, and then I do a lot of work in Ottawa as well. We basically started Baby Pink in Ottawa, and then I moved back here, and then Paige lives in Ottawa. So we just do a little bit of work here and there.
Wow, very cool.
It's awesome. But for those joining, I just wanted to let you guys know that she's going to be on live after this on Facebook, right?
Yes, Facebook. So check out. You can join on my Facebook Live, my Facebook page, Taya Marquis, and then I'm gonna go live from my page, and then I'm gonna co-host. I'm gonna be co-hosting the event with the actual music festival called Together Wherever Musicians Unite. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Everybody check that out. Oh, Your Legacy Lifestyle says so many way rogue curls on this live right now. Beautiful curls, she means. So many beautiful curls. Thank you so much.
Aw, thanks, Anna. Love you.
So yeah, everybody, you heard what she said. Go ahead and check that out after this. It'll be a beautiful performance, I'm sure. I'll be there.
I'm gonna be performing at 10:15 EST if you're around the world. 7:15 PST.
Okay, so those now you guys know. How many songs are you gonna perform?
I'm gonna do 5 songs. I'm gonna be doing the songs off my I'm Perfect EP. So Chosen, Strive, the one that you were just playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do Good Girl. I wanna be a good girl. Yeah, and then and the other ones, Million People, Chosen, Strive, Get Going, and Good Girl.
Which one do you think is your favorite? Like,
I honestly, I love singing, like vocally. I love singing Chosen because it like really allows me to use those vocal muscles. Let's see, what J is Bay, and
your favorite?
and I love performing Strive because it's just like a bop, you know. It's just
Oh my God, it is.
it's funny because yesterday I went to, I think they're actually in the chat here. They should, I don't know if they left or they're still here, but they joined. It was a showcase, an Afrobeats producer showcase. So he's a producer, but he was putting on all of the artists that he's like produced for. And I went to support them and that like Afrobeats label. And after the gig, they were on the mic. They were like, "Well, we're opening the mic to anyone who like wants to perform." And I was kind of tipsy, so you know, feeling a little,
Liquid
feel,
courage.
feeling, feel a little courageous, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So then I jumped on the stage, just like organically, and performed Strive last night. So that was really fun.
Yay!
It
Congrats
was
on
really,
that. When was the last time you performed?
oh, trust me, I know. Like, it is crazy out here for musicians. We really have to like. It's just we're having to pivot our whole touring, live performance side of our career. We're having to be forced to adapt to this new way of things. But it was so nice to perform in and connect actually
Yeah.
with people and human beings last night. It was so great, and it was like a COVID, um, all the restrictions, the rules, like everything was followed. So it was maximum 50 people allowed. I think 50 or maybe less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
That's awesome. But yeah, for sure. Like, I completely agree. Artists are really having to pivot how they promote, how they make their money as well. You know, a lot of artists go and have shows. They can sell merch. They can make connections, and that is gonna, in turn, help them in the future becomes like this being something that's sustainable, right, for
right.
themselves, just to be able to just do art. You know, so I'm curious what are ways that you're doing that? What are ways that you're pivoting?
Yeah, the ways like this, joining with IG lives, performances, Facebook live. I've never done actually I've done a Facebook live, but for something completely different in my side hustle thing where
Yeah.
I dress up as Moana and I'm Moana, like an online Moana, virtual Moana. So that was separate. Like I went on Facebook Live, but this is the first time I'm doing Taya Marquis show
Yeah.
on Facebook Live. So that's cool. Yeah, pivoting, just focusing more of my efforts on the online scene, which is like really challenging because as a musician, like we don't want to be stuck on your screen. Like, you know what I mean? We're it's art, it's music, it's like a feeling thing, and it's
Yeah.
like vibes and emotions, and it's so tough to connect with people through a screen. Like it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's missing a whole different like communication, like a whole verbal. Sorry, like in communication, there's different tiers. So there's like the written form, and then it gets to verbal, which is more like allows more communication than in person, right? So it's like that in person is really just like driving me crazy. I really want to connect in person.
Art, artists strive on that. Artists strive on that.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
am also curious. I don't know if it's too personal of a question, but um, uh, like artists make money off of doing shows, live shows, right? They
Oh
are
yeah.
perform. How I, I'm curious, even just me as a platform right now doing this if it's going to continue in a year, I'm definitely going to be thinking as a media company, getting grants to be able to do these type of things and pay the artists as well for their time. I'm really curious about that. Has that been a common thing discussed? Because you are really, really in the scene. So I'm really curious, what is Toronto saying and what are other media companies saying?
Yeah, honestly, it's you're so amazing for thinking on along those lines as a media company yourself. Like, um, good on you, and I hope other media companies are doing that and thinking along those lines too. Because as a performer online, like technically like is free, and there's like it's just online. Like that's where pirating music came about, because once it's like online, it's it could be pirated, it could be like copied, it could be like, there's so many things. Like even with a Zoom meeting, you could just send the link to anyone and they could join. So like you can't really, it's so tough to like put a price on things or charge for tickets and things like that. So um honestly, I I am grateful to anyone who wants to still like donate to musicians and donate to me for my
Mhm.
time, because it's our time too. We're not like, we enjoy this, but just like you wouldn't want to go to work and work for free and put in all your labor and do anything at work, your 9 to 5 job for free, just like that, we would want to get compensated for our time and are valuable, because that's valuable too, right? Like we're entertaining you guys, we're making you feel something, we're giving you an escape through our music. So it's like we would love to be, appreciated for that in any way possible, but it's tough, it's really tough right now to figure that out. um
Exactly.
with
And
the
it's so new.
Yeah, it's so new. It's so tough to figure it out. But like for example, I think Division, the group Division,
Yeah.
DVSN, they are doing like a drive-in concert.
That's so cool. I
That's
love that idea.
I do too. I think that that's like the new thing that maybe musicians are going to start doing, which is kind of really cool.
Yeah, I love that. I think
I
it's
think
dope.
so
I
too.
think it's like innovative. Obviously, like they have a lot more money, so obviously it takes a lot of money to do that, something like that. But
Yeah.
uh, it's doable in the future. Mostly because I definitely think there is going to be a second wave coming in November, somewhere time around then. So like everyone has to really prepare for like, this being a norm for like a longer period of time than we initially expected, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, definitely innovative minds, thinking creatively, reinventing our structures, our systems. That's all happening right now as we speak.
I think it's important. Honestly, it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be very interesting. But as we know, the internet is not always the best thing to be on for our mental like health. So taking the breaks that we need is very important.
Very, very important. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just like, I do this new thing where I turn off my notifications on Instagram for like, I almost missed your like notification today. Well, like, I knew I was coming on for 8,
Yeah.
but like I saw your DM literally at 8 p.m. because I kind of like turned off my notifications for a while to like get a mental break. Um, yeah, so
It's
it's the new thing that I'm doing. I think I suggest everyone do that once in a while.
honestly, I did that for a period of time too, where I turned off like all my notifications, and it really does help. It does.
Hmm.
So I'm going to ask everyone to go ahead and send this live to people to go
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
So, like anyone who wants to start playing the Would You Rather game that that wants to play, go and like send it to them. So, I'm going to send it to a bunch of people.
I'm gonna send it to a bunch of people.
Okay. Mm, okay. Just a few more, I guess, here. Thank you, everyone, for doing this. Okay. think that's good. I sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm,
So the way I kind of like set up the questions. Oh, did you send everything? You're good.
almost.
Okay,
I
tell
think
me when.
I think I'm good. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
First, thank you everyone for joining, and thank you.
Yes.
I love you all. So yeah, guys, for sure, tell us your answers in the comments.
So nervous.
Don't be nervous. If you don't even like, honestly, they're really simple questions. The beginning, I did some like icebreaker ones at the beginning, and then we get into more like music edition ones, so everyone can follow and participate at the beginning as well. So the first one, it's really easy. Okay, it's funny. Would you rather give up showering for a month or Wi-Fi for a month?
You know what? If I am, if I, oh man, this is tough. I'm so indecisive. So for month, Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
You need to
Wi-Fi.
shower.
Like I would just go. I would just honestly, I'm a very very spiritual person, so I would use a whole month for my like spirituality. Wi-Fi. Everyone's like down for
Yep.
yeah.
I would choose Wi-Fi too.
Uh
Because
huh.
you're right. You can just 1 month is like it's fine, but showering for like not showering for a month, nah, no.
Honestly, I could do that too. Only if I'm like not like seeing other people because then
Yeah.
that's selfish. But like I sometimes like I don't know. Sometimes like I don't mind my aromas and like I
Yeah.
kind of like get into it a little bit and I'm like, ooh, that's me. Like I
Yes.
don't know, it just makes me like love myself a little bit more.
Yes.
Weird.
Embrace it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm the same way, even with shaving, for example. Like, I'm like, I don't care. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, I have nowhere to, and even if I had somewhere to be, I also don't care because you know what? It is who we are. Who cares?
Yeah, I agree. It actually humbles us for a bit. Like sometimes I'll let like my little mustache
Mm-hmm.
hairs grow in a little, and I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, cool, love it. And I'm like,
Yep.
and I just keep it there for a while because I'm like, I'm human. I'm a normal hairy woman. Like
Yeah.
women with hair, that's normal. We should,
And
you know.
you having this platform and being able to say that out loud, a lot of women are going to hear you say this as you keep growing. People are going to keep hearing you and they're going to feel confident because like I felt kind of like iffy about my hair before I started listening to like for example Princess Nokia, and she really pushed me to feel like comfortable with however the hell I looked. It doesn't matter because it's all dictated by somebody who like doesn't that these
Yeah,
beauty standards aren't true basically.
yeah, exactly. It's really what we want. It's like what you want it to be. If you want it to be, if you want to be hairy, if you want to be, if you want to be like, you know, makeup, all hair, did everything. That's cool. But like, yeah, as long as it's you're doing it for the yourself. At the end of the day, it's like we don't. We should be like feeding our own like our own mental health and not like pleasing other people because then that's gonna like mess us up mentally.
Exactly. I just like a last point on that. I've been on a really big wave of like asking myself, okay, why do I do this? Why do I dress like this, for example? Why do I choose to buy this?
That's
Who am
awesome.
I who am I really like what am
Good
I
for
seeing?
you.
And asking these questions really do help you decide how to act, how to behave, and make the right decisions, basically, because you're impacted and you're influenced so often by society and the people around you. Kardashians, for example, like for a period of time, why did I want my hair slicked back so much? And I started thinking, okay, you know what? I'm seeing all these images, and people are perpetuating these images of slick back look, and that's the trend. So I have to do that. But then I'm like, okay, why am I doing it? That's why I'm not going to do it anymore. You know?
Wow, interesting. Yeah, we are so impacted by what our eyes literally are like, our eyeballs like like take in the information, and our ears. So like we have to be careful, and like some things are good, like what we're seeing right now. When people hear it, like this is good. I think this is like positive programming. If we're like feeding into anyone's programming, we're talking about positive things, but you can easily get fed negative programming,
Easily.
which is dangerous. Yeah. So it's
Of
good
course.
you're asking why. I'm gonna start doing that for myself. Like why? Yeah.
Because it's so important. So yeah, like everyone too, like start doing that and you'll see a difference in how you behave for sure. And how you feel. You'll feel really connected to more connected to yourself, you know?
Nice. Okay.
So the next question, so we got on a little tangent there. I love it though. I love
Yes,
it.
yes.
So would you rather have the ability to change your past or change something that'll happen in the future?
Oh, girl, I would change lots in my past. No offense. Like, I mean, not no offense. What's the word I'm looking for? No, not to not that. Like the thing is, like, I don't regret.
No
Um,
regrets.
no regrets, no regrets. However, there are some things in my past. They built me up to being who I am for sure, and I would not be who I am today if it wasn't for my past. And I owe it to my past. But if I could have changed a few things in my past that were like traumatic in my life, and they were actual traumas, and if I could go back and change those traumas, I definitely would, because even though they built character for myself and they built me and my character, um, I wonder who I would be without those specific traumas. Like, would I be like I'm kind of curious to see who Taya is without that trauma. Maybe I'm more fragile. Maybe I'm more strong. I don't know, but yeah, those traumas were definitely like, if I could go back and be like, you're not happening. This is not gonna happen, and this is definitely not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I would straight up.
I completely agree. I think also, maybe even just changing how the trauma happened. So, like, not to completely take it away, but just change it so it is easier to deal with, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would also feel like that. Like, I feel like that too.
Yeah, someone's also agreeing. Past, they would change the past because of traumas as well. Yeah, it's about those traumas. Like
Yeah. So
nobody
the
really.
next question is, would you rather never be able to speak your mind or always say what you're thinking?
Oh, I would always say what I'm thinking, because I always do anyway. I literally do that right now, and it gets me in so much trouble. Like, ask what. Oh, wait, this is happening now. Oh,
Yes, it is.
yes, yes. Tempest actually is funny. He knows, he's the producer of Strive, actually. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the main producer of the whole EP, actually. Um, and so we've worked very closely together for like from my for this EP and the previous EP. So it's like, I don't know, 7 years, I think, Tempest, that we've known each other. So he knows me very well, and he knows I don't care. I say whatever is on my mind. I think I have like that problem where like, I don't know what it's
What's
called.
the word? I'm trying
It's,
to think of it too.
what is it called? It's like a I think it's like a disorder. I don't think I have that disorder, but like I wouldn't be surprised, because sometimes it gets me into so much trouble. I just say, boom, 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 and I'm
Oh, it's somebody who has no filter.
yeah, I have no filter, and I'm trying to get better at that, to be honest, because sometimes I actually hurt people's feelings, and that's where it gets not nice.
I think it's important to just say what you think when you think it, because so many people like keep shit to themselves and just like don't say what they really think or what they really mean. I don't. That also gets
Always,
people
oh,
into
everyone's
trouble.
agreeing with us.
Yeah.
I love you, hyphy says always say what you're thinking. LOL.
That's
Same.
Pink,
No.
by the way. That's number 2, Baby Pink.
Oh, yay. Hey, girl.
Yes.
Hey. Yes. I agree. So the bells is saying same. No one is safe. No one is safe. Takes no filter to the next level. Yeah, it's so true. Oh yeah, Tempest is like no tact. He's talking about me because I have no
Yep,
tact. Yeah.
that's funny. I would say the same thing.
I think saying what you think is fine. However, the way we say it is just as important. You're right. You're right. Delivery. Yeah. That's
Delivery is very important.
that is what I'm working on, Tempest, right now. I'm not working. I don't want to muzzle myself because I think that that's really, really dangerous to be like a muzzled person in society. We like all need each other to be telling each other the real shit, like, you know, breaking it down, giving it to each other straight. But what I'm working on is definitely the delivery part. Like, I think that's important, but it's
Yeah.
hard. I don't know if you find it hard.
So like I am like really horrible with confrontation in general. Like I just hate confrontation. So I avoid, and that really is a big. I have a hard time with it, just saying what I think and what I mean right away. Usually I like to take a minute to just like think about it. And I think that also is beneficial because a lot of the times then I can really take a minute and just think, okay, is this really what I think and really what I mean? And then I can say it in the right way and have a minute to like really take what like basically how to say it, figure out how to say it in the
So
best.
you're really good. Then you're doing the right thing that Tempest is saying. I'm just gonna turn on my light. But yeah, you're actually like you're doing the thing that like human beings should be doing. Like that's good.
It's
Taking, you know what? I think what you're doing, like taking that time. I think that time is really important. And in my past, being just like a young immature girl, I never put value in space, like taking time away from a situation. I always thought that I need to capture the energy in the situation right now and say what I mean now and say what I now. But like now that I'm like more mature and grown, I'm actually seeing so much value in taking a step back because you're right. Sometimes with the space and the time, some things that you wanted to say actually like seem not important, and like the more important stuff I feel come forward in your brain and you're like, okay,
exactly
yeah.
exactly, and you don't get heated. You don't react. You know, the thing is, a lot of people they when they deal with it in the moment, it's a reaction of emotion rather than taking a minute to think about it and analyzing the situation and like facts rather than emotion. Putting their emotions aside is also really beneficial. But I will say sometimes having that ability to go and say what you really think in the moment is extremely empowering because sometimes you don't have a second opportunity to say what you think
Right.
and what you mean. So if you have that strength and the ability and to be able to confront people, that is also an amazing strength that you have because now you know when to navigate that energy and who to navigate to. So you know if someone's coming at you or somebody near you is getting harassed or whatever, you have that strength to call somebody out. But if somebody is hurting you and your friend is hurting you, then you know not to call them out in that way, but you still have the ability to if you need it.
Right, exactly. And Tempest is saying taking the time shows thoughtfulness, yes, and people perceive that, making making the truth more accepted.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Preach, sister.
Oh hell yeah. Farah, you know
Yes,
what?
Kara.
Yes. But yeah, I just think if you don't have that backbone, you can get
Hey,
easy.
stamina.
You can
Okay.
get like what's it called, manipulated sometimes. So it's
Oh yes.
good to
Yeah.
have it. So let's go to the fourth question. Would you rather have a 100% chance of winning 500K or a 50% chance of winning 10 million?
Interesting. Um,
Everybody answer in the comments. Let us know what your answer is.
yeah, what would you guys do? I don't know how to like, I don't know how to, like, decide, like, what's the word? Logically, like, think about this one. Like,
So
I
like, would you want that for sure to have 500,000, or a 50% chance of having like
everyone's saying
your life
50%.
taken care of, basically?
Yeah, I can make 5K a month. Isn't it 500K?
500K, yeah.
500K. Yeah, so like, you know what? Fuck it. Sorry, can I swear?
Yes, swear, I don't care.
You know what? No. F it. I am gonna choose the 100% because I'm not a gambler. I'm just not. And I like stability in my life, so that would irk my soul. The 50% chance, I'm like, I would not be able to handle it. So I would choose the 100%, and then what I would do is I would invest.
Hey, that's exactly what Bellamy just said. Yes.
Oh, really? Who said
Uh,
that? I
Bellamy
think
says
yours.
send her into more money, just like you said.
Exactly. Yes, Bellamy. We're on the same wave, brainwave. Good thinking.
Yes.
I would just like invest it into the right stocks and like if Samuel's in here, we have we have a meeting tomorrow. Oh no, he's not in here anymore. But yes, invest. I'm trying to get into that now a little bit. With a friend of mine, Samuel. He actually joined here earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So important to invest. So important. Like,
yeah,
and whether that be investing in stocks, but just investing in many different things, that can look like many
yeah.
things.
That's true. 500,000, you could start a business of your own with that. You could,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that's not like as risky as stocks. But there's also a lot of like medium risk, low risk stocks, which are probably not like as lucrative and whatnot. But yeah, there's so many ways to invest. You're right. Starting a business,
Property,
property, yes,
yeah.
property. What else? What else? What else?
Mutual funds, yeah.
Mutual
Even
funds,
investing in yourself, like in terms of like investing in your creative work,
right?
whatever that is,
Exactly.
production, whatever. It's also gonna invest in getting you where you need to get.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the next one. So would you rather be able to upload anything you want, but you can only use one streaming platform? Or it looks like she's frozen. Hold on right here. Are you back?
Sorry.
Now we're back. We're good.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Sorry.
No. Okay, ready? So, would you rather be able to upload anything you want, but you can only use one streaming platform? Or you can upload only one thing, so that be either one song, one album, whatever project, but you can use all streaming platforms, but you can only post that one thing on all of them.
Mm. No. You know what? I would choose one. Oh, you know what?
And
No.
this is per year.
Yeah, per year.
Yeah.
Okay. So, ooh, because people are like, so. Mm, you know what? I would choose one streaming platform
Mm-hmm.
because I would choose the. This is hard. This is a hard question because, like, to choose one, you would choose like the best way to do it is you would choose the one that pays out artists the highest, like
Yeah.
the highest rate. But now you wouldn't what you might not make enough return because not everyone's gonna have that platform. So, but then doing it on all platforms, then you at least give that chance of like collecting. Like you might not collect, you know what? All platforms. It's just a bigger seed.
Yeah. And then you can just like release one album or something, put all of it, or an EP, whatever, and
Yeah,
then put on all of them and make money and just like focus on one release. Yeah, I
yeah,
would do that.
exactly. Yeah,
Just because
that's
then
a hard question. What do you guys think?
I feel like no one really answered this one.
Toronto top six. But,
Bellamy
thanks
sent
for joining.
posted exploding head because it's pretty much like
Yeah, actually, like, oof. Okay, You're emanating app much beauty. So much. Thank you, love. Aw.
So the next question is, would you rather only perform in small, intimate venues for the rest of your for the rest of your career, or only perform at large scale venues like the ACC?
Mm,
Oh, before we get to that question, actually, Paige asked which platform is the best.
Apple Music definitely pays out more, but Tidal pays the most. Tidal
Okay.
pays really, really, really well. And as far as like an aggregator, like a distributor, um, there are private distributors that will pay out lots, but they're also very like invite only kind of thing too. So that's hard to get in. But but I feel like um, what's it called? Um, which is the one that I use, DistroKid. I feel like DistroKid is like decent, better than most, but there are so many other ones.
How did you like find private ones? Like, how did they reach out to you?
Um, it's honestly you'd have to know someone, or like you'd have to be recommended, or like yeah, recommended to like, it's like it's almost like a label. Like they don't like unsolicited stuff,
Yeah.
unsolicited people. They like need to be like, you need to go through someone.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I'm glad that you have those things, and I think that like it's really important that people understand that, know that artists know that they have these type of options
Yes,
to get
so
paid.
so important. Yeah, it's also like it's really important, those things, because they can make the difference in your dollar,
Exactly.
which is important.
Very important, extremely. Um,
What
so
was
the
the
next
question
question,
again?
the question was, would you rather only perform in small, intimate venues for the rest of your life, or the rest of your career, or only large scale venues like the ACC?
um Oof. Uh, honestly, if you had asked me, like, if you had asked me this question even like last month or even like last week, I would have said ACC definitely. But literally this week, this past week, I had a huge breakthrough, a huge like epiphany for myself, that I don't want fame. Like, I really don't want it.
I love hearing that.
I don't want it so much. I can't even begin to explain it. I've been researching and learning about like Britney Spears, for example, what the fuck is happening to her. I've been diving a lot into like these huge, huge, huge celebrities, and like really, really dissecting their life and what is going on in their world. And when you are performing at like ACC stadiums, things like that, you're definitely up there in the elite.
Mhm.
There's no way around it. You cannot be a low key person. So you have to take that life along with it. Like, you have to accept that kind of life, along with that status and that success. And with that success, they don't tell us this, but if you go and do your research, guys, and look into like the elite lifestyle and what kind of like crazy control is going on, and like it's fucked. It's so fucked. And I don't want that. I do
Mhm.
not want that. I'm so scared of fame now,
Yeah.
because I'm so scared of fame now because of that. And so honestly, I don't want it. I would like to just perform in like small venues so I can meet my fans. I can like sing directly. I can see their faces. I can see how I impact them. Free Britney, for
Yeah.
real. Yes, please. You know that she like posted, did you see that TikTok where it's like her eyelashes, she photoshopped call 911, call 911
Yeah.
in her eyelashes? You saw that, right?
Yeah. There's a lot going on. There's so many TikToks right now that are being made of like showing that different things that she's literally literally
Oh
saying,
no.
"Help me." I
Yeah.
saw one
But how
today.
do we help her? I don't
I
know.
I saw one today also of like she was like my favorite. Everyone's asking me what my favorite Disney movie is, which no one freaking is asking you that, and
Oh,
you're like
okay.
no one's asking her that. Like trust me.
So she's
But
like,
she's like, she said Frozen, and then she said, what time do people are also asking me what time I usually sleep, and then she said like 11, between 11 and 12 or something along those lines. And then if you go on the movie and like you look it up, like they went and looked at the Frozen movie at that exact time, and it's saying something like basically like help me type stuff.
no
Yeah,
freaking way.
yeah.
This is so scary. It is so, so scary. Bells is asking what happened to her. Oh, that's a whole another, like,
Look
basically,
at
yeah, I heard they gave her a lobotomy. Yeah, apparently they're either giving her a they're in the process of it or something like that. I don't know, but like a lobotomy is an illegal. I just found this out today, actually. Oddly enough, it's an illegal um, surgery that you can cut open a person's brain and like illegally go in there and like reprogram their brain and like for the sake of controlling them
Yeah.
and
So
controlling their mind.
basically, like a summary is that people are saying like is it her dad, right? Her dad,
Yeah,
and like
I
a
think
bunch of other elite people who have her power basically since she was young. Um, have her basically under control and are her like legal guardians and something like that. Like literally have like documents.
yeah, I wonder if her
So,
like boyfriend or whatever, her husband or whoever that guy is, like if that's a real, if that's a real like significant other, or if they're like if he's like placed by the elite to like monitor her. Like I don't know, but it's so scary. Imagine your life like that. Like fuck that. No, thank you. I'd rather like perform to y'all in little venues and like we can have a shot after and we can hang out and y'all can buy my merch and
yeah,
you know buy my music and we're good. Like then I
I,
can sustain my life. I can sustain my career. I can like I can make like you know a couple figures a year kind of salary like as a
yeah,
musician, and I'll be happy because then I don't need these crazy things. Like I just need to be able to live and provide for my like children when I do have a family, and that's it. Like I don't need what this fame and shit. Nah,
I agree completely.
nah. Samuel's like fire emojis. Yes, yes.
Yes, little venues for the win is like
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
honestly, I just agree with that completely. I personally, as a fan, I hate big venues. Like I will not go see artists at the ACC. I have like a hate for this ACC.
No way.
I don't like sitting in chairs or being any. I will as long as if I'm in a general admission, okay, it's fine. But I really need to feel a connection with the artist. I need to be
Huh.
like I
I
feel
wonder
very
who else
passionate
feels
about
that way.
that.
Do you guys feel that way as well? Let
Like
me know because I'm actually really curious. Like, do you guys like? I know Mitchell watching. He has been to like every single one of my shows. Shout out Mitchell. Literally he comes to every single little venue that I perform at, and yeah, he like I'm sure he would respond and say that he prefers smaller venues too. Rather than
yeah,
big shows. I personally don't like it either. Like I don't. I've watched Jay Z in concert, Justin Timberlake, like when they did that thing
yeah,
together. I've watched Britney third row back in the day when she was like killing it. I watched, yeah, like, but I've watched Beyonce, Rihanna, like in those big venues, and honestly, I agree. Like they're just, it's not really, it's not really like it's hard to connect with them. They're just like this little thing, like running around on this
yeah,
big stage. But like I've seen Emotional Oranges, the band, in like a smaller venue, the Phoenix in Toronto. I've seen Lucky Day in the
oh my god, that's
yeah,
crazy.
that
So
was so good. So good. I was standing the whole time and I didn't even like care. I wasn't even tired because I was just so like locked in.
that's
Like,
exactly it. When you're there, it's like doesn't matter. You're literally in the vibe, you're in the zone, you're feeling the feel like the I'm a feeler. I'm sure you're the same way. So when you are in a room with everybody, it's like their energy is this happy energy. It just feels so
Exactly,
beautiful.
exactly. I love the Velvet Underground. Yes, the Velvet Underground.
I
I
love it.
actually um performed there
Oh, you
recently.
did?
Yeah, I did.
So
Did.
next time you'll perform there is probably like a year or two.
I know. Holy. I think
What
that was my last show that I performed. Yes, the Velvet Underground was my last show before COVID hit.
It is a beautiful venue. I love the Velvet Underground too. That's where like a lot of artists, like smaller artists, I guess, like
Yes.
who don't have like an ACC type fan. And I love their performances. I think that they also just the fans that go there are dedicated. They're real. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yes, that's right. I opened for Taylor McFerrin there,
mhm.
and those fans, like Taylor McFerrin's fans, are like cult. They're like they're he is an amazing. I'm like now as a part of that cult because like when I saw him for the first time perform there, like I didn't even know who he was to be honest when I opened up for him, but when I saw him live and I dove more into his music, woo, like geez, this guy's crazy. So yeah, live smaller venues for the win, like like hyphy.
Paige said, yeah.
Yeah,
Hyphy.
Paige, right?
I love
Paige.
you, Hyphy. Yes,
Yeah,
Paige.
Paige. Yes, Paigey.
So the next question is, would you rather be signed to a label or be
Hi,
an
Chris.
independent artist?
Ooh, independent artist all the way. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, I'm doing that right now, and I've been an independent artist all my whole career, and I absolutely love it. I think like, and I've learned so much that I'm operating as a label myself, under my label Advance Forever. And yeah, I think the only thing that is lacking these days, like as an artist, you can literally be your own label. The only thing that will be hard is the funding. That's really it. The funding and like maybe the connections that labels have, like the
Mhm.
network that they have. But if you're a hustler, you could really do it yourself. And thank God for Canada's like funding stuff. Factor, I was able to receive a factor grant. So thank God, thank the higher above for that. I received a factor grant, which helped tremendously with the release of I'm Perfect.
Mhm.
So with those things, like with like grants and things like that, and your hustle mode,
Yeah.
you can do it yourself, and you can, and the reward of that, doing that and being your own label is like you can um, control. The control is in your hands. You can control who you work with. You can control your marketing, release strategy, all that stuff.
Mhm.
You can control your art. It's your art, and so you want to stick to you controlling the vision and the execution, right?
Exactly. We can see all the Megan Thee Stallions and the Cardi B's as we want, but they're not doing this. This is not their own image. You know what I mean? This is
Mm-hmm.
behind their label as well. So it's pushed. So if they wanted to switch up, they might not have. They probably don't have the choice as if they were an independent artist. They would be able to switch up whenever they wanted to. So I completely agree. Like you do have a lot more choice when you're an independent artist.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna sit on my bed because it's better lighting, so you guys can see better.
So the next question is, um, would you rather perform locally and get paid really well? I guess this kind of goes back to our last question, like or your last answer. You kind of answered in it, but I'll ask it anyway. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
would you rather perform locally and get paid really well for it, or perform at a large scale event that has like all the top artists, but not get paid at all? So like at a music festival or something.
Um. So. Um. So at the large thing, sorry, say the perks again. Like I wouldn't get paid, but I who would I be performing for?
So for example, you'll be performing with like really top artists in the game. Like
Oh, I would choose that one. The only reason why is because um because I will get the exposure, and that exposure is huge, like huge. As a media platform yourself,
Yeah.
it's so important because, like, yeah, just is one show, kill it, do well, and then you'll gain so many more fans from that, and so many more followers and supporters.
Yeah.
So
I
I
I agree with that answer. I would choose that too.
yeah, exposure, yes, bells.
You'll get so much more. Yeah. So the next one is, would you rather know all the languages in the world or know how to play all the instruments in the world?
Oh my gosh. Right now I'm learning Spanish. So I grew up learning French, like in extended French. So like the extra school with that does the extra French. So I really, really, really love languages. And but I also love, like, I'm slowly starting to learn the piano now. And I've always hated that I've never taken up an instrument. Like growing up, I dived really, okay. Paige says languages. I know I love languages so much. Like it's so nice to, it's such a cool thing to like be able to learn a whole new language and then communicate with a whole different culture. It's like really cool. Um, but you know what? I probably choose. Oh man,
What are you looking
uh,
at right now?
what am I looking at? Oh, I'm just looking at, like, I'm thinking, like, I'm just
Oh,
like,
I thought you
oh,
were looking at like one of your instruments or something. You're like, oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
Ah,
Sorry.
no, that's
Piano.
me. That's literally me. It's all me.
I know.
I would choose
This is
languages.
so hard,
I'm
guys. Help
sorry.
me. Help
I would
me.
choose languages. Like,
You would choose languages?
yeah, I would choose languages. Because, you can communicate so much more with with words and language than you can communicate with like the feeling of an instrument, you know?
You know what? You're right. I would choose languages. You know why? Because then I could sing in every single language and get the world's attention. And the world's like, I could like I could speak to the Spanish people and get those supporters
Yeah.
and influence them, and then like the French and the German and blah blah blah
Everywhere.
everywhere. And then you get everyone supporting you and your music, and you can reach so many more people with your music, and you could just hire musicians.
Exactly. And then you can just learn
Done.
a couple of instruments that are your
Yeah.
favorite. It's not like you can play them all at once anyways and make a
I wish this was true. You're like you're I feel like a sense of like accomplishment after every answer, and I'm like, I feel like I almost like, whatever I'm answering, I feel like I'm gaining. Like I'm like, okay, now I have um the language hat on. But I'm like, it's not true. These
not
are just like these are just questions, hypotheticals. Oh,
that's so one day
I feel like if I choose the right answer, like I'll actually get rewarded it. But I'm like, no, it's
manifest it into reality.
yeah. You know what? Manifestation. That's so true.
Okay, so the next question. So you said in our interview, which those who haven't checked it out is up on our website, so go check that out. It's a very quick read.
Yeah.
And you said that you've always been inspired by artists like Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. So that
Mm-hmm.
brings me to the question, and it's difficult, so you're gonna have to think about it.
Oh.
Would you rather have the opportunity to collaborate with legendary Whitney or Mariah?
Oh, what, girl? How are you gonna do this to me? Oh my
You can only choose
god.
one.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Aaliyah just joined. Aaliyah, the question is, would I rather collaborate with Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey? How do I pick? How do I
I
pick this?
flip a coin.
Would I like, okay, so let's just break this down. Whitney Houston, the way I would collaborate with her is, and the reason why I would want to collaborate with her is because, to be honest, I've sang I Will Always Love You all my life. Um I've literally, and because of that, because I've yeah, right? Oh my god, that's impossible. because of that, I've developed like her, almost like her range. I'm just gonna like try and get some better lighting here. I'm trying so hard.
It looks
So
good, honestly.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I can sing. I want to sing you guys a little bit of "I Will Always Love You" because I want to show you.
Do it. Do it.
Because I want to show you. It's funny because I performed it last night too. That's so weird.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to show you the reason why I would like to collaborate with Whitney because I've been practicing her songs so much and studying her voice. Like I kind of took on, and like my range, I feel like kind of like adapted into her range, like if that makes sense. So okay, ready? Okay. If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And I will always love you, my darling, you. Yeah, so
What? Oh my god.
yeah, so like that is what I mean.
Woo!
Hey,
Yes.
hey Noir. Yes.
Wow. Wow.
So,
I'm
like,
like
that's what I would love to bring to the table to collaborating cool it to collaborate with Whitney, because then we could like like be on the same range and like yeah, all right, so Whitney all right, so
I
Whitney
love
Houston it is, right? So it's like right, and so but Noir, the question here is like would you rather collaborate with Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey? And like the cool part is about Mariah Carey is like I've tried all my life singing her range, and like Mariah Carey does these like weird flips with her voice. Like I'll try and imitate it. Like uh boy, you look so good. I don't wanna let go. Like she flips between her chest voice and her head voice so like crazy, like so fluidly. Like boy, so head chest voice, boy you, and then it flips the head. So like this is chest, and like when I do this, it's head. Okay, so boy you look so good. I don't
I see.
and although but the way she does it is like so flawlessly,
Yeah.
like she moves into that next range so flawlessly. So like that's something that I've tried all my life practicing that way, and I cannot get it. I don't know how she does it so
She
insanely,
does.
which is seamlessly, right? Aaliyah's also an amazing singer, guys, check her out.
Oh my god. It's looking like the timer is going down. I can see by the way.
I
It's
know
like it says 4 seconds. I don't know if it's gonna cut off, but
what is just getting.
we're back because the last hour cut off. It cuts off after an hour. So we're gonna wait.
Hi.
Okay.
Yes, I know it cut off. It was getting
Yes.
so good and so intense.
You know what? It's all good. We can just continue off from where we were. I completely love that you were able to one sing and show us the difference, and just your singing abilities. Holy shit!
Thank you, girl. I love sharing my gifts with you guys. Honestly, thank you. I hope
Those
you
who
enjoy.
haven't seen, she just sang Whitney Houston like in our last live. I actually just posted it too. It's like posting right now.
Oh, cool. You
Yeah.
posted it? Nice.
Yeah, so it's posting, and then we're gonna post this one after. So we'll do that. But you chose Whitney. I think I
Yeah,
think it's
I
best.
think I'm choosing Whitney because I think I choose Whitney because Mariah, like I was saying, no, but you know what? I'm that person who likes challenges, and so singing. Not that I. No, 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 no. I'm choosing Whitney. No, I'm choosing Whitney because Mariah Carey. I would just want to work with Mariah Carey so she can teach me how to do that flip thing.
Yeah,
I would love to like work with her just on that.
I know.
Because yeah, when you're collaborating with an artist, you don't want to sing like them. You want to bring something new to the table.
That is true.
Well
I can
then,
get that.
yeah, because I sound a little bit more like Whitney, like because I my range is more Whitney range. Maybe it would be better to collaborate with Mariah Carey so that I'm super different.
And you
Yeah,
could like, I feel like that. I could see that. I could see it. I see how you think.
yeah, maybe Mariah. So Leo, we chose
Oh,
Mariah because the reason why is because Mariah Carey's voice is very different than mine. So, and like Whitney's, as I was showing you guys, like it's more closer to my range because I've been like training with Whitney songs all my life. So it would be better to like have the contrast with me on a Mariah Carey track.
I agree. So now we're gonna continue and ask the next question.
Okay.
So, before, should we just send this to like people so they
Yes.
can join us again? Real quick, guys. Imagine you actually got the chance to collaborate with Mariah Carey.
Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing.
Let's manifest it into reality.
Yes.
You
Yes.
are going to collaborate with Mariah Carey one day.
Amen. Yes, honestly, she's still alive, so that's possible.
Exactly.
Rest in
Um,
peace, Whitney.
rest
Yes.
in peace. So the next question is, would you rather win $1 million or 5 million fans slash followers?
Um. Oh, that's interesting. So $1 million or 1 million fans?
5 million.
Oh, 5 million fans.
Yeah.
True fans.
True fans.
I would get the fans because true fans will like support you like financially too. Like they will come to your concert, they will purchase your tickets, they will buy your merch, they will root for you,
They'll
and
make you a million.
exactly, they'll make you more than 1 million.
Yeah.
So I'm just like not. I think money is important in this world and life, but I think there that I I I see it as like a bonus. I think that if we follow our heart and if we follow our purpose in life and we follow our like our inner navigation, it will naturally bring us money. I feel like money is for everyone, but I'm gonna get hate for saying this, but like now I'll take the bag. um, I feel like don't hate me for saying this, guys, but like I feel like a lot of people are, and I'm not talking about the poor people, in parts of this world, in parts of the world that have no opportunities, no anything, but I mean like the regular person living in like a regular job society, working society. Like I feel like if they followed their purpose and they found their purpose and they maybe took a little bit more of a challenging route and maybe like not agree to the 9 to 5 life and actually like sacrifice a little bit just to figure out what their purpose is, they might actually win in the end. And I'm talking about, like I keep saying they, but I'm like me too. I've had to do that myself. I quit my 9 to 5 job. I lived like shit for like a couple of years, not like shit, because fortunately I'm blessed with having my parents who support me, but I had to like not go out to parties. Like I had to cut down my like regular lifestyle, and make those sacrifices and save my money instead of spending it at the club, just to make just to make my life go in the direction I want it to. And now I'm finally like able to, I feel like it's going in the direction.
I
And
completely get
money's coming. Like money's coming. So
exactly. Being uncomfortable for a period of time can lead to comfortability for a long period of time, you know?
yes. Yes,
So,
exactly. I feel like that goes with like feelings too. Like Miss Miss I don't like confrontation over there. Miss I don't like confrontation. It's like the same thing. It's like with feelings. I feel like if you just sit through those uncomfortable feelings for like a short period of time, it will reward you bigger in the end because then you'll just like you'll
exactly.
understand the situation won't keep coming up like vomit,
Yeah,
you know.
you couldn't have said it better. It's so true. So true.
You actually digest it and like
Yeah.
poop it out.
In terms of like people following the regular like 9 to 5, go to university, get a job, that type of route. I think more people are starting to realize that this is not a lifestyle that is healthy. You know, like what person is supposed to work 40 hours a week plus, you know what I mean? Because most jobs, if you are actually in a
Plus,
field, like they expect you to stay extra. If you're like a manager or something, for example, or
right,
somewhere, you're going to have to stay extra and take on extra responsibilities for a company that actually doesn't really give a fuck about you.
right,
So I
exactly.
just think, like, really, of course there are jobs that you do have to do a 9 to 5 type thing, and people do enjoy that, and there are people that do enjoy
Yeah,
that type of
that's
lifestyle.
maybe their
That's fine. Yeah,
that's maybe their purpose too, right?
yeah, but I just agree with you that, like, just thinking that that's the status quo, um it's really unhealthy. I'm trying to completely get away from it because I want to be like sustainable and self-reliant on my own self because well, it's self-reliant, but yeah, I want to be
Yeah.
self-reliant on with my money and
Yes, same
how
here.
I move in life. So yeah, I completely agree that depending, because I work at a bank, I work at TD.
Okay. Okay.
So if I, for example, were to have to like think of that as a long-term plan, like I wouldn't be able to survive. There are people that can, I just can't do that.
Yeah. No, exactly. And I think I've been seeing on Instagram when those parades were happening. I saw that a lot of people, like I saw a couple of memes like with people saying, "Hey, I wonder if we could like demand all this all this justice if we were stuck at our 9 to 5 jobs. Would we even be even have the capacity or the time to like leave our jobs and like parade and
Yeah,
um,
protest. Yeah.
right, protest rather, yeah. Um, no,
They wouldn't.
we wouldn't, and it would still be the same. Everyone would be the the black community would still be like being treated unfairly, etc., etc. We wouldn't
And
have,
unknowing, with the majority of society not paying attention, like, you know what I mean? That's the biggest thing, that this time around, this happening during quarantine and everything, where people are at home, they were forced to pay attention because they finally had the ability and the time to put energy elsewhere into something that is going to feed them knowledge, rather than when you're working constantly, you come home, you are
you're
sucked
like
out of your energy.
you
You don't.
and yeah, and you turn on, what do? You come home and you turn on the TVs, the boxes, the boxes, the brainwashing boxes, you
Anything
know,
to numb you.
anything to numb you, and they're just like, we're just like this like robot in this society. And like I'm so that's why COVID-19, I feel like there's positives to it too.
There are, for sure. There are
There's
negatives,
positive.
but there are a lot of positives in it. I feel it completely. Another thing that people are starting to realize is are getting paid more out of CERB than in their real jobs, and people are like, "What the hell? Like, how is this even fair? How is it that how is this fair that they are able to get more money out of CERB? I'm able to get more money if I was in CERB to like than my real paying job because um minimum wage is that low. Like pay is that low. It's the inflation doesn't add up. Things don't add up. So people
Someone's
are
talking about
struggling. If minimum wage is supposed to pay for your minimum basic needs, then why isn't it like that?
yeah,
I
Elias is
know.
saying, what you know about the fifth dimension. I don't know much, but I would love to know. And I feel like I'm slowly tapping into it more every time. Like I'm starting to meditate and pray a lot more now. Every morning I wake up, I have like a meditating hour to myself.
Yeah.
And whoa, that fifth dimension you're talking about, I'm starting to tap into it slowly through my meditation and prayer. It's crazy.
There's so many things that you can do. Meditation, prayer, disconnecting like the notifications, like all these little things that you're doing that other people are also doing. That we need more of it. We need so much more of it.
Yeah, I agree. Girl, your hair is so beautiful. Let me
Thank
see it
you.
all. Like how, let's see how long it is.
It's
Wow.
hella long, like it's really long.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. So pretty.
Thank
You,
you.
is that all your real hair? Like all your hair?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's the Iraqi in me, so I'm half Palestinian, half Iraqi, and this is all Iraqi hair.
Yes. Oh, so nice. So gorgeous.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm gonna let my dad know.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. My name is Doris. Hey, Doris. Thanks for joining. We're having a game. We're playing a game. Would you rather?
Yes. Someone said it's late here. I think that they see it like a few seconds after we actually speak.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's anyways. Let's continue on because we have a couple more questions. We have 4 more questions.
Okay,
So
perfect. Guys, before we go to the questions, I want to tell you guys, I know it's late and totally get it if you gotta go to sleep and stuff, but I will be performing after this on Facebook Live. So come join me if you can. If it's not too late for you guys, I'll be performing on my Facebook page. It's my Facebook page is Taya Marquis, and then I'll be joining with the music festival page. So yeah, I'll be performing at 10:15 EST time, and I think that's 7:15 in PST time. So yeah.
make sure you guys go check that out. Even if you guys are getting ready for bed, just keep it played in the background or something. Go
Yeah,
and get ready for bed and be serenaded by her beautiful voice.
yeah, my songs are pretty chill. Like there's guitar, acoustic guitar in some of them. They're chill, but there's also like some hype ones, like some fun upbeat ones. But yeah, we can have a little night dance party in your bed.
Get
That
ready.
sounded kind of dirty, but like no, not like that, not like that way. In your bed, leave it to me to sing crazy.
They got it. They got it. It's
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so the next question is, would you rather forget your lyrics to your song mid-performance or trip and fall on stage?
Forget my lyrics or fall on stage?
Yeah. Which is more embarrassing, basically.
What's more embarrassing? Uh, Honestly, I think I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I've ever fallen versus like how did that feel versus how I've definitely forgotten lyrics on stage. Me and my freaking bird brain sometimes. Good luck, babe. Sending you all the good vibes. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, girl. Um, Lyrics.
Lyrics? Nicole says lyrics.
I think I think falling on stage is more embarrassing. I feel like lyrics are totally acceptable nowadays. Like, people like did you see that Ariana Grande video where she was singing and then her fans in the audience was like, Ariana, start again. I wasn't recording. And she heard that and she was like, yeah, she heard that. She heard that and she stopped her performance in the middle of her performance and she's like, oh my God, I did someone say starting again, and like I'm totally doing a really bad version of Grande, but she's like, and then she stopped and she started again, and it was like viral, went viral. So I think like things like that are it's kind of cool. Like I don't think people are very like I think people are more forgiving these days with the lyric.
Yeah, I completely agree. The crowd can sing for you.
Exactly, right? Oh yeah, Beyonce I'm sure does this all the time. There's like videos where she doesn't sing the whole song and she's just like
That is power. That is a lot of power.
hold on a second. Sorry, 1 second, guys. My landlady is like asking me something.
There's someone at the door. This gives me a minute.
Hey, sorry about that.
All good.
Yeah,
Your landlord is cute.
yeah, she's so cute. Okay, ready? I'm back. Okay.
All right. So the next question, because it seems like everybody agreed.
Everyone's agreeing with the yeah, right? Falling on stage is worse.
Yeah, looks like somebody. Well, some people are actually it's a mixture now that I'm
Oh, you made
reading.
music? All right, hit me up in the DMs. Maybe we can feature. Yes, maybe we can do
Yes.
music.
You see, there's connections being brought even on live.
Yes, yes, love it.
So the next one is, um, would you rather collaborate with an artist that you really dislike, but get paid really well for it, or collaborate with an artist that you really love but don't get paid for it at all?
No, I don't care about money. Like I said it earlier today, it's all about. I feel like it's all about the right intention and the right motive and the right vibe. Because I think like I really strongly believe when we follow our path and like the right path, it will bring us rewards, greater rewards, and it doesn't have to be money. It could be um a greater reward in some other form, and I'm
Exactly.
all there. I'm all for it. Like I'm all for that.
I completely agree. I completely. I would not want to
Agreed.
collaborate
Nicole
with.
agrees. Yes.
I would not want to collaborate with someone I don't like. I don't support you. I don't. You're not coming. No, we're not coming together to do nothing.
No, you're not taking my energy. I'm not sharing my energy with you. Like
Exactly.
if I don't like your energy and if I don't like what you're if I'm not supporting your message to the world, like for example, if I don't know, like who's an artist? I don't.
Like
There's some rappers that I really don't like because they're talking about some degrading women, female degrading stuff, and I really yeah, like no bad vibes. I don't want to be on a track with you if you're degrading my whole like species. Like no,
basically.
yeah, like no, it like and yeah, I don't if I don't agree with your message, if you're talking lots of shit and
Yeah.
your message is like pissing me off, I'm gonna come on the track and I'm gonna like not even do the track justice.
Yeah.
No.
What do you think of artists who do that? Like, yeah, I was actually just gonna say 6ix9ine.
Yeah, like no, 6ix9ine. I
Like
don't care if you're doing
what?
it for entertainment, if you're doing it for whatever the fuck. Like no, get the fuck out of here. Like
What do you
sorry.
think of artists who do support, like a Nicki Minaj, for example? Like, she makes music with him and she knows what's good.
Yeah, but you know what? I think she probably like it seems to be she shares a lot of a lot of his beliefs like as well, you know, like yes she is a female boss, but like in some of her lyrics, and I'm not judging anyone, I'm just saying for myself,
Exactly.
myself I I don't agree with certain messages that both Nicki Minaj and 6ix9ine
Yes.
put out, and that's my prerogative. I can
Yeah.
argue with whoever the frig I want. And
I completely agree. I think also, this is something I preach a lot. Take responsibility for what you create and what you consume. please take responsibility.
Yes.
At that point, they aren't taking responsibility. The media is extremely influential. They know that it's extremely influential, but these type of people don't want to take responsibility for their power, for their platform, this immense power that they have to reach so many people and spread positive messages. But they don't take responsibility, and they just do what's going to make them money. And at that point, I don't just put the blame on them. That's why I say both things. I say take responsibility for what you create and what you consume, because it's not, they wouldn't be making this type of music if people didn't consume it. So people understand that this is something that's not beneficial to themselves as a human to grow. And I think it's like, you can have a balance. I think you can listen to some raunchy ass shit that doesn't really benefit you, but then you can listen to some meaningful ass shit. But I think it should be a balance where you are listening to more positivity and more things that are going to enlighten you and educate you and uplift you, rather than the things that are really derogatory and just for a good time, you know?
Yeah, like there's because music is real, and music touches upon, like, I'm not saying that we have to listen to music that is like, you know, like, for example, Beyonce. Like, I feel like she does it really well by talking about the realness about, you know, the realness, but still keeping the respect for women. Like, she'll talk about her ass jiggle and her ass being fat and whatever, and she's like, you know, surfboard. Like, she talks about herself in like derogative ways, but I don't think that it's derogative, because like that's how you do it. If you want to talk about, like, you know, explicit stuff, like, do it respectfully, and like do it with like dignity, and like not dignity, but like respect, like because yes, um sex is real. Sex and the art of sex is a real thing, and we should talk about real things in music.
Exactly.
That's what music is for, to like bring us, talk about the things that we can't talk about, right? And like talk about it for, um on behalf of us, or something
Yeah.
like that. So yes, we shouldn't like make music that's so like numb. We should bring that rawness into our music, but we should do it with respect. I don't know how to.
Exactly. No, I completely get what you're saying. I agree. And I think that like more artists who are able to do that, then the industry is going to get better, but also people are going to be better, because we're a lot of people is like basically the, like I was talking about before, it's like we're an image of, and we're so influenced by what we see and what we hear and what we're listening to, because it's like what we're consuming all the time, even subconsciously. I'm not even trying to, I'll consume it. So I just think that people, by artists doing that in industry, the industry just being able to do that, it can definitely change society.
I agree, and so many artists have actually like Eminem, for example, has taken back some of his words. Like, he's like, shit, like, I didn't realize like that I was impacting these and influencing these, you know, these little kids so badly. Like, he's like, man. And when he snapped out of it and he grew up a little bit and realized what he was doing to his fans, and like how he was mind fucking them in the negative way, he took it back and he apologized for it, and he took responsibility, and he like kind of changed up his message, and he wasn't saying like, my bum is on your lips, my bum is on your lips. Like,
Yeah.
it's all funny, like, I get it, it's an entertainment,
Yeah.
but like at the same time, like, some of these like gangster rappers, like, they're talking about guns and like killing and stuff, and they're not even going through it. That's the thing. Like, their
Exactly.
story.
It's all for what, clout? Like, why is that even
Yeah.
something that should be even like in the like associated as clout in the industry or in the mainstream society in general?
Why is it
Like,
even yeah,
why is that?
if it is your true story, because some of these rappers, it's their true story. They lived in the hood, they lived in these very, very bad conditions, and they speak about it like, and they talk about it as their story. That I completely respect.
Exactly.
Like, if you're purposely trying to put out negative like shit out there, yo, be mindful, because like what you're writing and putting in your music for entertainment, that's actually someone's real life. So now you're like
Exactly.
disrespecting. Yeah, you're now disrespecting. Yeah, like clout chasers. no, like no.
It's somebody else's life. You are literally talking about
It's
something
like me.
you have
It's
nothing to
like
do with.
me talking about getting raped as a joke, or like as like a entertainment purpose, just
Mm-hmm.
to write a good song and like da da da, and like talking about being sexually molested in a song for like entertainment. But then someone, that's actually someone's life. Like they actually were sexually. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you,
Even just even
Tiger.
you can even say that about like people who write about like drugs. You can write about that. That's somebody else's life, and now what you're writing about is now little kids are listening to it, and they think that that's what you're doing. So then, what are they gonna go do? They're gonna go do the same thing as you.
Exactly.
Why
That's
are
what
you?
even even the Kardashians, like you don't even have to like. I know we were on the topic of like music and collaborating with. The question was, would you rather collaborate with someone you don't like or someone
You like that, but you get paid. Yeah.
yeah, paid whatever. But um, even without being an artist and talking about music, even like in the media, like um um um, what's her name? The Kardashians, like yo, the way they're like fucking up their bodies and stuff, like it's making these little girls think that their bodies have to look like that, and it's impossible for any female body to just pop out of the vagina and like look like that. There's
Yeah.
very few girls who are blessed with like a big booty and big titties and like
Yeah.
small waists and all that stuff. Like let's be real, we're majority of us women, we're not born like that with that like gene and that DNA. So because we're like these little girls are growing up and they're not gonna like be able to be at that standard, they are going to inject their lips. They are going to you are creating a whole fucking
Yes.
uh
Basically, I don't even. You're multiplying yourself. Like this
real talk.
status. You're
Yes.
the status quo of what women should look like, which
Yeah.
is
Which
messed
is
up.
impossible. Which
They're
is
not.
an
They
impossible
don't
step.
take responsibility for what they've created. They just say, "Oh, you know what? It's everyone's choice to do whatever they want." You know what I mean? And then that's why I always ask myself, why do I do the things I do? Because I can
Yeah.
say that, like I want to inject my lips. I can say that I want to for myself, but is it really like for myself? If you really,
Right.
really, if you really analyze it, I can say that it's for myself to make myself happy, but why do I feel so unhappy with myself then? Because of the images that I see. So at that point, you need to close that and say, no, 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 I'm gonna love myself now.
Yes, exactly. I have my performance at 10:15. What's the time?
It's
I want to like
it's 9:30 right now, and
oh
we
9:30.
have two more questions left. So let's get on these. We always get on a really nice tangent of like
I love it.
topic because I like these topics that we're speaking on are so important.
I love it. I didn't expect a would you rather game to be so intense. Like
Yeah,
what?
me neither.
That's so cool. This is such a cool concept that you guys have.
Thank you guys. Like I hope everyone likes it.
Yes.
Um,
Hey
so
Duke, what up, Duke?
would you rather lose all your notes with all your lyrics and your thoughts, the like little notebooks that you guys
Oh,
have, or lose all your unreleased music?
no, 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 no. No way I'm losing unreleased music. There's way too much money, time, all that shit. And it's like ready to go too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey. Oh, oh hey guys. Just saying hi to the new
The people who just joined.
yeah, I would not I would just start writing new notes. Like all my lyrics and stuff that I have in like notepads, they're in notepads for a reason because they haven't made it to the light because
Yeah.
they just need work. They need work. So they need work anyway. So might as well just lose them. But like work that I actually like said, you know what, this is worth putting into it like going into a recording studio and actually recording with, like it's worth that. I'm like, no, we don't want to lose that because that's money. No.
Right. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Oh my god, how stressful would that situation be though?
Oh,
I would
oh man.
cry.
Oof. You know how many producers have actually been through that nightmare? It's actually so scary. Neo Temp is actually my producer. lost all of his whole hard drive, which had all of his artists' music on it, in mine included. His music, because he's an artist too. All of his music, all of his almost like finished, unreleased music. He was ready to go with all of it and done. His hard drive crashed. He had to start all fresh songs, and I was lucky because I had already released my music. So it's out there from the Woman EP. My Woman EP, it's out there. It was out. It was pushed and everything. But guess what? I lost all of the session files, like the stems. So that means like I. That's like the 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 bones of the recording session. So I can never perform those to like track, for example, because I don't have those tracks. I just have a recording of it out there in the world. And like, if I were to perform those songs, I would have to perform with like a live band or something because I don't have my like karaoke of those songs. The session.
Oh my God, how stressful for
Yeah, so for me, like, it's not too bad, but for him was so bad. Oh my
God. That's why you always make a second copy of everything.
Oh, he has like 3 now. Like he's learned his lesson.
I'm going to go buy myself
fuck my life, yeah.
Because I only have one. I'm about to go just because I'm scared now. I just like it happened to me where I like my first hard drive, and that has like all my memories, all my like photos, videos, all my like the first year of Baby Pink was everything was on the hard drive, and I like completely crashed.
Oh my gosh, you know what's funny? Your story just triggered me to this one time where I didn't know what I did. I was young, and it was like at the time your photos were everything. Like your Facebook, you would like upload them to your Facebook album, and like you and your drunk friends, like the night after the club, and everyone would be like, do you have the pictures? Can you send ASAP? Like, you know, those days, like that was that was like so important back then. Like and those pictures are so dumb now that I look back and like, we're all drunk. We're drunk in every single picture. Why is this so important? Like, no. But that one time I was on, and I didn't know what revert meant. And it was like a pop-up came, and it was like, do you want to revert back to something? Do you want to revert? Yeah, I think it was like, revert something. And I was like, I was finger happy, and I was just like, whatever, yeah, sure. And all my pictures were wiped off the whole, like, not just that night, but like a lot. Like, it was like a whole folder full.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was like a nightmare, but
all those memories gone.
Yeah, gone. Not necessary.
It's okay. It happens, and we live and we learn.
Exactly. And guys, whoever's watching, I'm going to be performing, just so you know, I'm going to be performing at 10:15 EST, and that's 7:15 PST on Facebook Live. On my Facebook Live, I'm going to be performing my EP, I'm Perfect. So come check that out. If it's too late for you, I understand. But if you're up, come check out some live-ish music.
Yes. And come through. So we actually have one more question.
My Facebook page. Yes.
So we're going to. All right. Would you rather never be able to listen to music again, but your own, or never be able to make music again, but can listen to other people's music?
Ooh, my gosh.
In the meantime, I'm going to my charger, by the way.
Wow, that's a tough one. Are you the musicians in here? Tell me what you think. Nicole, Octavio, Aaliyah, tell me. What would you guys do? I know, right? Jesus. Oh my gosh, I felt that comment. Jesus. Trust me. Oh, that's so hard. You know what? I wouldn't give up making music. I would like die if I had to give up the ability to make music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would die. I couldn't. I would just make the music that I want to listen to. Like, I'll just make like reggaeton. Yeah, I'll just start making like what music. I listen to like classical music sometimes too, like when I'm studying and like reading. So I'll have to just
Make a bunch.
start doing classical music, and I'll make what other music I like. I really like the Latin music that's happening right now. So I have to like dive into that world. I would start making what other music? Fortunately, I don't listen to screamo like rock music because I would be
Could
able
you
to do
imagine?
that. I wouldn't be able to execute that well.
I can just hear. Imagine you in your room just like screaming.
Rah, rah, rah. I cannot do that. I would actually like if I had to make that music, I would start like it would make me hate it if I liked it. You know what I mean? Like after listening to my versions, I'm like, no, I hate music. But yeah, it would I could do it. I could be my own like jukebox. I
Yeah.
could like I like pop music. I listen to pop music, so I make my own pop music, which I do anyway. I'd make my R&B music. I just dive in and do like a whole R&B EP of my own and talk about stuff that I want to
Yeah.
like listen to. I'd make my own like Latin music. What other music I listen
Do you think you would ever like get in like
to? Jazz,
not what
like
is the
jazz.
word? Do you think you would ever get like not annoyed but like tired of your voice?
Oh yes, so definitely. But what I would do is because I am a vocalist and I've trained all my life vocally. I know how to like I know how to manipulate my vocals. So I would just like try my best to just be different artists, and I would like take on a whole new like pseudonym too. Like I'd be many artists, and I'd put out different albums. So like my jazz section of me being my own artist,
Yeah.
I would like name her something. Like I'd name her like Sade or something, and
Yeah.
I would just like go. I'd be mental. Like I'd like create characters for these people and like different voices and different ranges.
Yeah.
So then I wouldn't get tired of myself because I just like I I'd sing like this and some
You figured it out. You've cracked the code.
yeah,
But luckily, that will never happen.
yeah, that's so hard. What would you guys do? Would you what was the question again?
If would you rather?
Barry's in here, so he's
Would
a
you
musician.
rather only? Let me reread it. Actually,
Problematic is in here. Y'all are all musicians. This is a really
would you?
would you rather question. Listen up.
Would you rather never be able to listen to music again, but your own, or never be able to make music again, but you can listen to others?
So what was my answer was I would die if I couldn't make my own music. So what I would do is I would create all these different weird characters and different artists, like a schizophrenic person, and I would like invent different. Yeah, I would be different artists, and so I would make the music that I like to listen to. So I really like listening to Latin music. I like listening to Afro beats lately.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to be like an Afro beats artist. Oh God.
You can do it. You can do anything you want.
But then, what if
You're
I want to?
sexy.
Sometimes I don't want to listen to females all the time. Like Afrobeats, some of the
That's true.
thickest artists in the Afrobeats music is, to be honest with you, like like they're like mostly the males.
Auto tune.
I get auto tune. I just be like, and then I just be jamming in my who what would be my artist name for the man of me, the man artist name.
Oh my god! Don't put me on the spot.
The Afrobeats are dope. I know.
I don't
What's my
know.
male like Tayo?
Tayo.
Tayo. No, so like yeah. Oh, this is so much fun. So I feel like Tayo would be the male Latin artist
Mm-hmm. So
that I am.
what's your background, by the way? This brings me.
I am from Goa, so it's a state in India that was colonized by Portugal. So it's like the whole state is mixed Portuguese and Indian.
Oh my god! I've never met anybody from there.
Really?
Yeah,
Girl, you
that's
missing out. But
that's
yeah. Hi. I'm
that's
the first
beautiful.
one. Now
That's
you're
why
gonna
I
see
see
us
you have so much
everywhere.
inspiration in your music, you know, from so many different places. I love
Yes.
that.
Yes, love cultures. I love different cultures. I love the Latin, like I said, the Latin, the Afro beats. Um, yeah.
Everything. Well, it looks like that's actually all the questions that I have.
Perfect. That was so
Um,
much fun. Thank you so much for having me on.
of course, it was so much fun. I love all the conversations that we had, the discussions. Everyone can go and honestly go watch them on the last IG live. It was an hour. Um, it's already posted, so y'all go
Mhm.
check that out.
Yeah,
And
I'm singing Whitney Houston in that one, so go check out Whitney.
yes,
I will always love you.
she literally sang, guys, sang
I
beautifully.
bust
Here's a
out
little
with
treat.
Whitney.
Exclusive. Now in 30 minutes, she's going to be on live, Facebook Live.
Yes,
Go there now or go there
come
in
chill.
like half an hour.
Yes, come chill with me on Facebook Live, guys.
I will be there. Again, if you want to just like let anybody know about any of the upcoming things that you have planned, and they can follow it.
Um, so right now, I'm actually gearing up to release a brand spanking new song. Oh, it feels so good because I've been promoting I'm Perfect EP for a year now. It's been a
Mm-hmm.
year, and it's been like love, love, love the songs on it. And if you guys haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. But to be honest with you, I'm sick of it. I'm ready for new music.
Yeah.
So that's I'm giving you guys some new music coming soon. Really
Yeah.
excited about it. It's gonna be more R&B. So if you
Mm-hmm.
guys like R&B, if you're R&B heads, I'm getting a little bit more closer to R&B, a little bit farther from the pop that I usually do. So yeah,
I'm
excited.
so excited for that. So everybody go check out her page, follow if you aren't already. You already know what to do. And stream her music.
Yes, yes. I recently posted on my feed like how to support artists,
I
and
saw
it's
that.
yeah, so it's a really cool educational little post that you can figure out, like you can really, like you can learn about how to promote, or sorry, how to support
Yeah,
artists. Yeah,
completely. So whether that be streaming, following, commenting, sharing, literally anything along those lines, it's
exactly.
very helpful
buying
for artists.
buying their merch, sharing and posting to your stories, like streaming the fuck out of their songs, their music videos, going and
Mm-hmm.
watching it, sharing their music videos via your socials, commenting on their um, music videos on YouTube, subscribing to their channels. So all this, do it for me too, now
Yes.
I'm saying.
Well, thank you so much again for coming on live. I really appreciate it. I love all your answers and good luck on your performance. I will be there on Facebook watching you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
All
you so
right.
much, bro. You're awesome.
Oh,
And what you're doing is great. And
thank
you and
you.
Paige, whatever you guys are doing on this outlet is like really, really positive. And
Thank
I
you.
love your energy and I love your vibe. So keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you
Keep it
so
going.
much. We will definitely be talking soon.
And thank you guys for tuning in and like, playing this game, this really cool game with us. And
Yeah,
hope you enjoyed it. I hope
we
I
had
didn't
fun.
yeah, I hope I didn't bore you too much because sometimes I talk too much.
We did talk a lot, but you know what? It's all good conversation. It's hella interesting. Go back
Yeah.
and watch, everyone. Go back and watch.
Okay. And now I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to go sing on Facebook Live. So come check me out.
All right. Peace, guys.
All
Thank you
right.
again.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.